NFL on EA Sports brings
Good
us to the Basin Ohio
day.
River and Petty
Welcome to the
Court
jungle
Stadium
where
in
we have fun and
Cincinnati.
games.
Tonight we've got an AFC matchup on tap between the Miami Dolphins and the Cincinnati Bengals. Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And we are underway from Cincinnati. Fields it right around the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
One, ready?
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Now it's Burrow. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on third. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. How about that? They weather the storm with a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Running left, it's Mixon. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A nice stick and stop for a loss there from Jalen Phillips.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. They're going to look to throw. And that is taken in by Hurst. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. They're going to try and throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. First down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a crowd unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them.
To a hit, and the ball is out. And the Bengals grab it. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal.
Wasn't quite the Hubbard yard dash.
There's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
You cannot run with Tua, bro.
Second and 15 following that sack. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30.
Nice job. Nice shit. Good shit. Good shit.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Take it at about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
A handoff, running left, Mixon.
And taken down just shy of the 40.
Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
Here we go, here we go.
These two teams all tied after 1. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here, as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Again, it's Mixon. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
That's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 44-yard line. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
11 mighty.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him run.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go,
In addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Back to Mixon on first down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Quick slant. He's got Joe Mixon. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23.
Here we go. 11 mighty.
Going with their tight end on 4th. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
This is Mixon on the draw. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
11.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
11. Here we go.
Burrow on 3rd down.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow.
Throwing for Chase on the crosser. He's got it.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. In motion goes the tight end. They'll give it to Mixon. And able to use the stiff arm to gain leverage initially, but not much room thereafter. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
On 1, ready?
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends.
Another try for Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Joe Mixon
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by McPherson up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. Tua, the final shot before half. Sure, maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off of play action. Tagovailoa. He's got a man. Complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 34. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up.
A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Bengals are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not. Did not get back there. It's a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
After the turnover, it's Tua. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give the receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the next-gen stats are going to tell the story, and wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And they'll send the tight end in motion left.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow. And he's got Hurst, his tight end. And some room to maneuver.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 39-yard line. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Here's a give to Mixon.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Here we go, here we go.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as they...
Here we go. Here we go.
In motion, the tight end.
11. 12.
Now Burrow on 1st down.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A nice gain of 21 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
48 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line.
because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Gotta go.
Mixon again. But he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss.
It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down.
11 empty. It can.
Burrow looking to pass. The quick slant caught. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Nice completion, nice gain.
Great tackle.
Really good tackle. Kept him in bounds, kept things going. What do you do here?
That's the question. Let's see what they do. They run for it with Mixon. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals.
Joe Mixon with his second touchdown of the night. And the Bengals answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive. They watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level. But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Going to the air. Tagovailoa.
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted.
GG.
And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Inside handoff to Mixon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
11. 12.
Once again, they run with Mixon. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air?
This is game right here.
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Throwing now is Joe Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon.
GG, bro.
Inside the 15 before they drop it. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run on 1st down with Evans.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
11 MP tape. 11 stop.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as he'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down.
11 MP.
Mixing up the middle. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down.
So a pressure spot here for Evan McPherson.
This will get the lead up to 7. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left half, should be a fairly easy one here.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that'll make this a 7-point game. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do and kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Here's Tua.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
GG's.
Making his presence felt.
And I scored most of my touchdowns with Joe Mixon.
Take us until the final match after officially decided they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.